Well, last episode started quite fine and sunny and happy and whatnot, but then it all, well, got buried under a bunch of sand. Because we went to Sandy Beach, but then when I went to the Ocean Speedway, things fell apart from there. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Spyro 2, Ripto's Rage / Gateway to Glimmer Reignited. And in the last episode, we did our first Speedway. I hate momentum-based physics. And it shouldn't have taken that long, and I apologise that the video was a lot longer than intended. It was supposed to be just a 10-minute romp, it took 20. And, well, I think we need to cool off and have a nice drink to calm ourselves down, even though this is an entirely separate day. In fact, it's about 4 days later. Because we're going to go to Aquaria Towers, which we had to pay a premium for, 400 gems with money bags in order to literally lower the paywall in order to get through. So, a lot of things happened. Well, in the last couple of episodes, and this will be our final talisman for the summer forest, so we can go onwards and break the spell that's sealing off Ripto. Yeah, that's sealing us off from reaching Ripto, I guess is the way I was trying to word it. And it seems like these guys are here again, which is kind of weird. And that's just cruel. That's what happens in Undertale with Undyne when you're running away from her in Hotland. What the hell? This is morbid. Of course, I was the good guy and gave her the drink. Some cleverly hidden gems right there, and yeah, this level looks really basic, except for that massive circular dome that we're kind of in. But other than that, it's a very short loop.
The funny-looking guys with the shock sticks have drained all our water. We can't get it back unless someone activates the switches they're guarding.
They are a lot smaller with a much more bigger heads than they used to have. In fact, I like their redesign, it's kind of cool. And by the way, oh, well, I was not expecting that. What I was about to say was, that guy that we just flamed hit a piece of fodder, and it actually released the butterfly for us. That was a thing, but before I could comment on that, I got zapped, which, I guess, the fodder was helpful. But yes, those guys can pretty much send a shockwave through the floor, but once again, it's just these enemies, as well as some crustaceans that we've got to deal with. No lizard-like Riptox or anything like that. Kind of weird, if you ask me. Can we hit this button? Yeah, we can. Open the floodgates! Or the valve, in this case. And we're already underwater. But not so much. Basically, what we got to do is turn this platforming level into a water level. By the way, we already have a gate up here, which we need 14 souls in order to power up. Freaking Dark Souls in this shit. Which, funnily enough, I think a lot of people did classify Spyro 2 as being the more difficult of the trilogy, but I beg to differ in a few instances when it comes to Year of the Dragon. I mean, I used to. In fact, I used to say that Spyro 1 was more difficult, like with the likes of levels like treetops and stuff like that. But I mean, momentum-based physics aside, it is, like, honestly, quite a difficult level. So there is something that we actually need to do here, but because one of our skill points is burn all seaweed. I'm just trying to. It's just that, as you can see here, we can't flame underwater, and charging doesn't do anything, so we're gonna have to leave that for later. So can't do anything about that for now, so we'll have to find out what we can do about that at some point. Got some enemies here. I'm gonna dodge you and just bap you like that. And yeah, these small circles like the one I'm in right now, if you look up here, we've got some stuff to do up there at some point, so we're gonna have to worry about that later. They used to make like a kind of like loading noise or something when you kill them. I mean, they kind of have a similar sounding sound when you kill them in this game, but it's not as impactful. It's just like one of those noises that I remember very well from the original. Especially from Spyro 3, there was a certain thing, and I swear that jar I was just about to hit kind of de-rendered for like a few frames. Play that back, I'm pretty sure that disappeared for a moment. But yeah, oh, one up, helpful. So yeah, there was actually something that I would talk about, and that was the music in general, and just not like the remakes music or anything of the sort. Hit this button. I was just making sure I haven't had anything else to do, because I don't want to be dealing with momentum-based physics, which I guess applies to underwater as well, even though we haven't been dealing with that as much as anything else. That's a thing. But anyway, as soon as I want to get on with a certain topic, I get sidetracked. What I wanted to get on about was, when it comes to, like, music, it's actually nice to hear the actual music tracks when I'm playing, because my 3 discs, well, if anyone knows how old PlayStation 1 discs are, they may not be in the best condition at this point, and discs deteriorate more easily than cartridges do. Let's just say that. And when it comes to my original PlayStation 1 discs, another 1-up. Pretty sure I just got a 1-up from Fodder, but okay. Whatever. I know I was missing something. But yeah, it's actually nice to hear the music, because the music skips quite a bit for me on on my discs. So it's actually a nice thing to have the Reignited trilogy, just so I can actually play the game and listen to the sound that it's skipping all the time. And even on emulators, because, you know, PS1 emulators aren't exactly the best, Sony, why did you not get one of that and actually make a good emulator for your PlayStation 1 Classic instead of ripping one off? But there we go. I mean, a high-profile company such as Sony ripping people off with software that's not even their own is a bit odd, really, isn't it? But there you go. I mean, obviously they must have paid for the emulator, but it's not the point, is it? So, screw you, we're not going to do that. In fact, yes we are, because it looks like there's metal sharks underneath there. We can't exactly avoid using the submarine, and considering that there's a fat bear with a sack of money with him, he's not going to let us through without paying up.
Hi, Spyro. You must be tougher than you look to get here. All the same, you won't be able to get past the metal sharks up ahead. I suppose I could let you borrow my submarine, though, for a modest fee, of course.
Makes sense, but I'm guessing you're an expert swimmer, because how did you get here? And plus, not only do you wall off this area with a paywall, but we get a paywall within the level itself, and you cannot progress without paying up. So, yeah, you need 100 gems. Thankfully, you should have at least 100 at this stage in the level.
A pleasure doing business with you, Spyro. This submarine is 100% shark-proof. I guarantee it.
I'm pretty sure, actually. I mean, I guess I could tap the guide button if I could right now. I meant to say that before I continue. There's gems under here as well, so that just teases us. And yeah, look at all these metal sharks. These guys will one-shot us, I'm pretty sure. So they'll just gobble us up in one. So we do need to actually use the submarine to pretty much skip that entire section of the level and continue onwards. And considering that it looks quite like a short level already, Okay, Spyro, why did you continue running like that? Yeah, that's actually automated. That is... You might be thinking, there was stuff up there, I wanted to grab it. But no, that was completely automated, even in the originals. And it is a massive tease, and I don't know why Spyro does that. It's just a thing. Nothing to do with the remake, even though you would think otherwise. I just don't like it, and I like to bring it to attention all the time. But yeah, we had 151, so if you didn't have enough gems at all, like for some reason you had bang on 0, you still should have enough gems within the level itself in order to actually get past that little mini paywall. So that's not that big of a problem. But now, after hitting this button, open the valves yet again, we should be able to actually, yeah, come back up this way and grab these 2 gems that we saw before. We can actually do a little bit of this if we want to. Whoa, please, that momentum really messed me up. My god, look at this! I'm drifting everywhere, I ain't even trying. Oh, I hate the momentum. That's just a thing that's going to be prevalent throughout the rest of the trilogy now, isn't it? I'm just going to hate the momentum. But I think if I'm going to complain about that every 10 seconds, then you're going to get sick of my commentary, so let's change the subject. That skill point. Still can't do anything about it right now, considering that the entire level is underwater. That doesn't exactly seem exactly doable, does it? Well, we've got up to 16 kills. So that means the gate that was actually in this very level, because we started pretty much right next to the exit. We just had to get up here by flooding the entire level, which we have. So if we come over this way, yep, it's a super flame. Because if you remember in Sandy Beach, again, in the last episode, we were able to use that in order to even use it underwater to break the boxes. That took a while to die.
Our world is wet again. We all want you to have this talisman of Aquaria Towers to remember us by.
Sounds like they're giving it out like a souvenir. Do you have just spare talismans? Can you mass produce them? If that's the case, why can't we not just have 14 of these? Would that work? Nah, it probably needs to be one of every world. But still, if these talismans are supposed to be like the all-powerful relics of Avalar, of like all the realms and whatnot of Avalar, then why don't they just hand them out like it's nothing? It's like, oh yeah, here's a talisman to remember us by. It's like, yeah, you only have one of these, right? Why are you just handing it out like it's no big deal? Right, now, because this is actually a little bit of a problem, because of the new graphics of the Reignited version, I'm not entirely too sure what seaweed I need to flame, because the walls are covered in them. So that's actually a little bit annoying for me. Plus, we need to actually be able to use this throughout the entire level. And it does actually tick down quite slowly in this level, so that's quite helpful. It's just that, I'm thinking it's this purple seaweed, isn't it? Yes, it's the purple seaweed, okay. Funny that, because we're a purple dragon, I guess that was the clue. Because I'm pretty sure it was just normal green seaweed before. Because, you know, for the textures on the wall, they were just splatters of green. But, of course, because this is a lot more high fidelity in terms of graphics, because it is a remake, after all, using the latest technology at this point in time, that the consoles can handle anyway. Yeah, it's, I guess they had to change it to purple in order to make it fit. Because, like I said, I still don't remember everything about the, trilogy itself, even though I have seen my mates play it. I'm just searching the area to make sure I haven't missed any seaweed. Let's go up this way. I might have to go get a refuel in a minute. Yeah, I'll go do that now. But yeah, it's like... This is actually going to be annoying going backwards and forwards, especially with the momentum! I'm not going to be able to avoid saying that now, am I? Oh boy. It's not like I can stop on a dime, right? No. I mean, I guess slowing to the jump button instead of dashing seems to mitigate the issue just a tad, I guess, but when it comes to turning, I don't know. I'm just theorizing at this point. Maybe I should have went the other way. Oh my god, look at that feature. It's like it's like we flame up as soon as we jump out. Oh, well, I got eaten. What I was trying to do there was flame and dash, but I got eaten before it happened. That's the first death of this Let's Play. Wow, that took a while, to be perfectly honest with you. Can I get that one up back? Nope. Oh well. I forgot what I was actually saying now. Oh yeah, when it came to the seaweed and the skill point, it was like, yeah, I can understand why they had to change it with the graphical fidelity and whatnot. But this skill point's a little bit of a pain, so this time I'm going to go backwards. I forget how many batches of seaweed there actually are in the main level anyway. We still got that massive circle to go check, but I'm not seeing any purple seaweed for me to flame. It's actually a little bit off-putting. I mean, I might be missing it, because like I said, they stick out like a sore thumb in the original. So, I might indeed be missing something. But we can actually kill these guys now, so we'll just stay here for a moment and fire. Get it? Because that's what we're actually shooting. I like how it's blue when we're underwater. That's what I was going to say before we died. I like how like you're blue underwater and yet it's different when you're not. But since we've killed all the sharks now, we can actually swim down here like normal. But of course that paywall still exists. But you know, I have to pay for it multiple times. I missed the seaweed. Okay, let's grab the rest of these gems for now then. Did I grab them all? I think I did. Sparks, what are you telling me? You're going all the way up there. Wow, you're actually quite far away from me at that angle. Yeah, you're going to get turned around quite a bit. Okay, he's going outside the area, which is fine for now. I just want to go get that piece of seaweed for the skill point. It's mostly just an extra collectible for you to get in the level, really. As I said before, like when we were in Hurricos, it's mostly just, most of the skill points are just going to be damaging or destroying anything that just, you know, that's just destroyable in the level. Right, so that one's gone. It's annoying that we need the super flame in order to do it, because it's not like you need the power of the super flame in order to do it, it's just because you can't flame underwater, which makes perfect sense, but the super flame is obviously so hot. That's probably why it's blue when we're under here. But anyway, now we need to go up the ziggurat split. We gotta go up this pipe, and this is how we get out here. Yes, we have all this to explore, and I know for a fact that there's a bunch of seaweed out here. So that's one right there. I'm gonna focus on this for now while we still have our super flame. But we also have a orb challenge up here, which I want to avoid doing for now. So flame that. There he is. We got king, the king of the level here. The Kingdra, I guess. There we are. No one would make a pun out of that somehow. Flame it! Flame it! That wasn't the last one. I'm still missing one. Okay, I'm missing some seaweed still because I didn't get the skill point. Let's have a quick little look around here. Oh, it's there. It's there. Okay, I see. I see how it is. So, the exit down below, you can't see it on the map, but the easiest way to see is just look for a... Hang on a second. I thought I would be able to suss it out on the map, because this whole circle area wasn't on the map. But, yeah, it's this circle dome right here on the map. That circle next to the exit on the map is the one to get through. There you are. Right, so let's take that. Try to get back up here without slaloming all over the place. Right. shouldn't be charging around all the time, but it's probably what's messing me up. Got it. Nope. I'm still missing some seaweed. What the hell, man? I was wondering what that was. That was a fish. I'm not seeing any more seaweed up here. I must be missing one within the level somewhere. Like, down below in the main area. Unless it's through here, in which case it will be quite annoying. No, it's not down here. It must be in the main level. Let's grab the gems around here. Yeah, like I said, this level's going to get me turned around quite a bit because the seaweed's going to give me the most trouble due to the graphic changes, because it's all... I mean, at least they're purple, so they will stick out, but that's if I actually see them in the first place. Just trying to grab the rest of the gems around here, which is something I can't actually cut out, because it is 100%. This is going to be what's the most annoying, so... I think what I'll do is I'm going to go speed up or cut. I mean, I guess speed up if I find any more gems, but if not, I'm just going to cut until I get to the next seaweed and able to flame it. Oh, 2 more. There we are. Oh, this one's back! Okay, well that wasn't the last one. Oh, I might be forgetting that there's more in these areas, like these towers around that are scattered around the entire level so far. So the ones I've already destroyed before I got eaten by the shark didn't save, so I do have to actually check around the entire level again. That's actually kind of annoying. Oh, hello! I was about to cut, or I did cut, but there's some blue gems up here, very craftily placed. I'm glad I saw these. I mean, we would have found them eventually with, oh my god, with Sparks' search function, but since I'm here, grab them now. Right, just before I go, is there any more that I'm missing up here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm just mostly all over the place because of the bloody seaweed. Oh, wait! There's another 2 here that I missed. Just right before you get this thing with money bags. How did I miss these 2? Give me a minute while I get the super flame again. 1, 2 more. That's still not all of them. There must be way more seaweed than I remember, because I'm pretty sure that it was just that. But they might be in these towers, which is actually tied to one of the orb challenges, so we might have to go do that before I can continue, because I just went through the whole level and those were the only 2 that I know that I missed, so we're gonna have to leave this for the moment and come back up here. And when I was actually cutting around, I did see some other pots that I haven't destroyed yet, which are quite high up here. Yeah, here we are. There's a couple of gems here. And where are those pots? Here they are. Bash that one. Bash. Oh. That one. Wow, we're at 2,000 gems. Look at that. How many are we missing? We're missing a few more, but I think we've got them all around here for now. Yeah, because look, we've got Hunter over there with 2 gems just swimming underwater. Yeah, you can't find his running shoes, but you can apparently find his flippers. I've also got another orb challenge over here, which is the one I want to tackle. If I can talk to the guy. Bloody momentum!
The water workers have kidnapped 6 of my children and have hidden them in the top of each of these numbered towers. I borrowed some explosives to blast open the tower doors. If you can make it to the top of the 6 numbered towers, my children will be safe.
So we basically got to rescue his kids that are somehow in these towers that were blocked by indestructible doors that can't be, well, blow-upable doors that can only be blown up by explosives, but not on a super flame. Oddly specific, but fair enough. Alright then. So, yeah, this is what I was waiting for, because I'm pretty sure that there was at least a couple of seaweed. Oh, there may be seaweed in these, as well as some gems. So I just got to wait for the electricity to stop. Swim up here, touch him. There we are. And then the next one blows open, because apparently rescuing one child gives us another dynamite. Right, so I think this means that these are now deactivated, so we can just leave without getting hit, which is kind of funny. As soon as we rescue the kid could have just made his way out in the first place without our help. It's kind of odd. Right, let's go. In fact, I'm just gonna... That was dumb. I forgot there was another layer. And why am I not moving? I'm holding the jump button. That was weird. I had to let go and press it again. And now we gotta go back into the main level. Yeah, those numbered towers are the towers that we gotta go through. And yeah, once we rescue the kid, they deactivate. So that's kind of weird, actually. I just saw some fodder. I'm gonna whack it. There we are. And oh, I keep thinking that's a gem, but it's just fish swimming about, which wasn't a thing before. And I believe this used to be in a massive glass bowl before, but now it's actually like an expansive area where the walls themselves are pretty much just, yeah, invisible walls. Because we're not actually like in a glass bowl this time. Obviously, like comparing to the original, if I didn't make that clear. So I need to head back this way. Yeah, back down here. I mean, I guess the little sparkle from Zoe is a good clue on getting out of that area as well. Right. Oh, is it an enemy? Is that it? Can I just whack you? I mean, it's funny that we can still whack them to get the spirit particles if we need to, but you can just avoid the enemies at this point. You don't have to kill them. It's just OCD that I kill them, because if we were playing the original Spyro 2, there is actually a tally for how many enemies there are for the spirit particles. I think this level has one of the highest counts, funnily enough. So yeah, even though it's like a very short... Well, I did stop charging, but the bloody momentum carried me in. That one was my fault, because I mistimed it. But the first one weren't me. Fun. Let me give my health back. Mug. Look at this, I just drift everywhere. But yeah, what I was saying was, this level is quite small in stature, but if you're trying to get for the skill point and you can't find the seaweed, that can make you go back and forth quite often. And obviously by doing this mission, you've got to go around many a time as well. And once you've, you know, with the super flame, just to get through the shark section, you may have to do that, get back there multiple times as well, because of because you may want to get the you know, the gems and stuff, and I couldn't find the word there. Oh yeah, and what I was about to say about the towers is that because the numbers are on there, it's very Donkey Kong 64, because, you know, that game was all about numbers, weren't it? It was, I mean, I guess every game's about numbers, especially collector ones, but in that one in particular, because you got like 5 banana ports, 5 Kongs, 5 Kong bananas, the bee locker. You know, I think you get what I mean. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I did. That don't matter. I've got to go around this way anyway. If I can get out of the water, that is. Could take the sub again, but it's actually faster for us to go through instead of a cutscene. Plus, if I do spot any other seaweed that I missed, that helps as well. Yeah, so we need to be over here, in this one. Over here. So, I mean, maybe the holding jump to swim slowly wasn't a thing, because I'd never remember it being a thing. I always charged around the place. I mean, even if it was a thing, I charge.
You did it! Now we can swim in peace. I heard that you're collecting orbs. Please, take this one.
Because it's just faster. And no, there were no seaweed in those areas, not even any gems, so... Okay, I'm actually a little bit confused. Where am I missing any sparks? You're pointing down this way. Down the side here? Where are you pointing, boy? In the ground. So I gotta go back. Oh, well, this level's starting to give me more trouble than I normally have. Okay, I think I might have to cut until I find this other piece of seaweed that I'm missing, or find the gems that I'm missing. I mean, I guess that's another thing. It brings up my point yet again. I might be missing the gems because they don't stick out as much when you're underwater, because everything has a blue hue. So, this level might actually be the biggest offender. How many times do I need to check out this room? This way. Oh! How did I completely miss this room? And there's 3 seaweed in there. Well, 2 seaweed I can see. That is a massive derp on my part, and I didn't even notice that I didn't go into that section of the map. What is wrong with me? It's because I was focused on everything else. That's probably what it was. Yeah, how did I miss this? Seriously, it was like directly forward from when you enter the room. I would have seen this even with the water not raised. So that is very off-putting for me, but I've killed all the sharks, which gave me a trophy, which you don't have to do, but it's just a thing that you can do, especially if you're going for all the spirit orbs. And yeah, I also got all the, wait, did I get all the seaweed? Yeah, I did get all the seaweed. I wasn't paying attention on that one, but I did get all the gems. So all we've got to do now is the orb challenge. Yeah, that was where I was missing literally everything, and for some reason, I never saw that area. I mean, I have the map on screen for crying out loud. The thing is, I don't look at the map that often. I don't normally have it on. I just have it on for the sake of having a full HUD for showing it off for gameplay purposes, for the Let's Play and whatnot. I normally play with it off. I don't normally need it, and I don't normally go for that area anyway until I'm done with everything else up here, but I couldn't remember where the seaweed was, and then I just found it, plus I was following Sparks at the time. I don't know. But a massive brain fart on my part, and I apologise for that.
I've been trying to tame my new pet manta ray, but he just won't obey me. Hey, you're just about the right size to ride on his back.
How are you speaking underwater? You don't even have a snorkel or like an oxygen tank on you. And yet Spyro has to hold his breath, not just because he, you know, breathes fire and whatnot, but you can see his cheeks are visibly puffed. You've got no breathing apparatus. Just wearing a suit gives you breathing ability. Well, I guess if Zelda can do it, so can you. I'm the Scat Man.
Great! Hop on his back and guide him through each of the bubble rings as they appear. And remember, he's brand new, so try not to get him dented or scratched up.
He's not a vehicle. Unless you're talking about the saddle that we're going to be sitting on, but you literally use the pronoun him. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I think the last episode messed me up the most, and wow, what can the camera please pan down a tad? I cannot see anything from like below me. What the? Oh my god, I can't see nothing. What's with this camera? It's not normally this bad, I swear.
Well done. I suppose I owe you something for that. Here, take this orb. I found it in one of my flippers.
And yet you can't find your running shoes, as I've already made that joke before. I nailed it, but the camera really put me off there.
Now that the manta ray's tamed, I'd love to get him into racing shape. Care to take him through a harder course?
Oh, do I have to? Considering I know what the camera's like, well, I guess if he is out my field of range, he's probably below me.
Okay, good luck.
Get it? Below me? Below? Because bubbles? Okay, that was terrible. 17 rings. It's a game where you fly through hoops. Superman 65. Okay, well, I remedied that situation. Is this affected by the momentum-based physics as well? Because I'm floating all over the damn place. And the camera doesn't really help matters either. Oh, I went the wrong way. No, I haven't. I've gone the right way. I'm good. I thought I did the wrong thing, but I salvaged it. Oh, boy. I don't know how that counted. I was not in the ring at all. Wow.
Incredible! You've got real talent. I could use a partner like you. You can have the orb I found in my other flipper, too.
Oh, now you're just being a jerk. And that was janky as hell. Everything to do with momentum, flying, charging, swimming, is jank. I'm just lucky that I got both of those on the first try and we are done here. And you know what? Considering that took me longer than I thought, well, I was going to do this anyway once we were done in this level, but yeah, with a trophy, with all the orbs, with all the gems, and the skill point, we are done in this level. So, I'd say, in the next episode, guys, with 6 talismans from the Summer Forest hub world of Avalar, we'll break the first seal in order to give chase down to Ripto in the first palace. See you guys then. You might want to run, buddy. Nah, we killed them all. That one's real. And you're done.